Hello, welcome to June 26th, 2023. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation video. Today's a Monday, start of another week, but I'm up to this. Let's begin with a poem from John Keats. This is titled, this one requires a little explanation, by the way. This is titled, To B.R. Hayden, with a sonnet written on seeing the Elgin marbles. Yesterday I read about the Elgin marbles, which were a set of marble statues carved that were once at the Parthenon and had been removed in the 19th century by the ambassador to the Ottoman Empire and brought back and are currently remain on display in the British Museum, a source of some controversy. And anyway, John Keats had a chance to see it, and he wrote this poem, and it's to specifically the gentleman B.R. Hayden, who was the man who wrote, he painted great landscape and historical paintings in the 19th century, including one called Christ Enters Jerusalem, where he had populated the people around the triumphant Christ. He had populated with the faces of people that he knew, including Keats is in there. Anyway, so I guess Keats was quite struck by the Elgin marbles, again named after Lord Elgin, and he wrote this to Hayden, whom he admired greatly, and who had a very troubled career in life. Hayden, forgive me that I cannot speak definitively on these mighty things. Forgive me that I have not eagle's wings, that what I want I know not where to seek, and think that I would not be over meek in rolling out up following thunderings, even to the steep of Halcyon Springs. Of course, Halcyon being, the mountain in Greece where the Muses were thought to live. Were I of ample strength for such a freak, such a strange ascent, think too that all those numbers should be thine. Whose else in this who touch thy vesture's hem? For when men started at what was most divine, with browless idiocism, otherwise phlegm, thou hadst beheld the Hesperian shrine. Hesperian shrine being is the name of the western portion of Greece, Greece being, of Italy, in this case, Italy being the land of the evening light. And the last line, of their star in the east, and gone to worship them. So I guess he was pretty impressed with the Elgin marbles and couldn't quite find the words to capture it the way he would like. And he mentions that Hayden could probably paint them, do a better job, even to the appreciation of the ancient muses. All right, the good life. This is an exercise that I do each and every morning shortly after waking up. It's now 4:44 a.m. I do this in order to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours, including my sleep, and to plan for the coming day. First, last night and yesterday. Yesterday was a tough day. On Sundays, I like to take my wife out to surprise lunch. I overdid it yesterday. I took her out to a way too fancy place, and it was way beyond the ken of the scope of our familiarity. It was a good experience to have, an expensive experience to have, but the food left us wiped out for the rest of the day, and left our wallet wiped out. So we really overdid it. But again, I'm glad I had that experience. I have a feeling I'll remember yesterday's meal and dining experience long after I forget all the other restaurants we go to here. The afternoon was gone. As a result, just something about the food was too rich and too much. Couldn't even finish it. half of it's in the fridge and I won't eat it. I'll wind up throwing it away. I hate to say it. It was too much. Still recovering. I think that's all I can say for yesterday. I'm really tempted to take the day off today. I got tons and tons of sick leave saved up. I'm not feeling so good. I don't think I will. 7 objectives. To be always ready to die. To make good and effective use of time. To develop and maintain good and sound life principles. To cultivate good emotional reactions. To perform good actions. To recognize true limits and true opportunities. And to do just one thing at a time. And do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. Now, as I go through the principles, there are 34. I'll use the book to help me out. These 7 objectives and 34 principles are in my book, Going Alone, which you can get via a link from this video and from some social media posts. You can also get a copy on goingalone.org or from Amazon. Here we go, the 34 principles. The principle of war, the principle of reason, the homunculus, the Anchorhold. And you can read about the definitions for all of these in the book, what they mean. The home of good and evil, the principle of purpose, the atomic principle, the principle of nature, the pirate ride, the principle of maturity, the social principle, the principle of family, the principle of public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be borne, the feast of woeful, the principle of distraction, agency and the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, and finally the principle of fun. Boy, that's the fastest, most perfunctory reading I've done yet, so to speak. Oh, come on, Kurt, you can do this. For today, I plan to simply work today and hide away every opportunity I can at lunch, during my breaks, and then in the evening get to bed soon. I'm going to sign off. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care.